Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are that of the hosts and guests respectively and do not represent the views or standpoints of any associated companies or organizations. This podcast is to create awareness of different health topics and not intended to replace professional medical advice.
We are not medical experts of any of the topics discussed in the health room and advise you seek professional advice from your healthcare providers. Hi, I'm Fiona.
Hi, I'm Lamide and
welcome to the health room. That was good. I like that. So, how have you been?
I've been good. It's been a busy week. I'm a bit tired.
It has.
How's your week been?
Busy.
Bruh.
When we say busy, it's been crazy. But we thank God, at least we have something to be busy
Something
with.
to do. Exactly. Like, it's nice to be busy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have busy seasons that aren't busy and I'm a bit bored, but now I'm like back to back. I was overwhelmed yesterday, but I said, listen, just slow it down. List the stuff you need to do.
Yeah.
Put the timelines down. Okay, do this then. Give people expectations. Expect this later. It's fine.
That's it.
I was so close to cancelling my hair appointment. And I was like, nope, why should I do that? I need to do my hair.
I feel like makeup,
do you know what I mean?
hair, all of those things contribute to your well-being.
Exactly.
You can't just be cancelling those really
Exactly. I was like, I'm not going to do it.
They're necessities.
I need to get my hair done and I'll feel better and then I can go like, period. So I was like, nope, I'll just balance it here and there.
That's it.
So I feel much better.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. No, I love that for you.
Exactly. What we come on for the weekend? I feel like you're busy this weekend, right?
Personal life is busy. Just life in general is busy.
Honestly. it's a lot. It's a lot. Honestly, my best friend is getting married.
Ooh.
And it's not me getting married, but I'm anxious about the stuff I'm planning. Like the hen do. The bridal shower was amazing, obviously, but the hen do, I'm like, okay, I have to delegate. I said, listen, you do this, you do that, you do this. Because I want to enjoy as well. Like, let me not stress. You do this, I'll do one day. So that's helped. My stuff is done.
Yep.
The rest of the girls are doing their job, so it's going to be fine.
And what are you, maid of honor?
I'm maid of honor of her younger sister. So it's my first time ever doing that, but it's somebody that I was like, yes, once I've done it, I'm like, yes, I've done it. This is someone I love. So I have to do this. I'm going to do it great. It's going to be amazing. It's like an honor for me. Like, I love this girl so much. So I'm just like, okay, I'm good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So very, very excited. So yeah.
That maid of honor role, you cannot take it lightly. I was maid of honor for my sister last year. And when I tell you, it was one of the most challenging yet rewarding task I've been given in a very long time. It's your sister, so you want to make sure that her day is spectacular. But at the same time, you're like, whoa, I now had to fit this new responsibility into my everyday life.
Exactly.
Make sure that this and this and this are all taken care of. Like, there was a lot happening last year. So, but by the grace of God, it was
you did a good job.
It was a wonderful.
It's a great experience to have with your sister as well.
It is.
You only have one sister. You have two sisters.
I have two sisters.
Okay, so you've done it once.
But one that that's the one whose wedding I was at.
Oh, of course. I'm the only child, so I don't have. But I've got some good girlfriends. But I said, you've got a sister, you've got sisters. Ask them. Don't ask me. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah.
Like, I think once is enough for me anyway. So, okay. So, who are we? Well, who are you, Fiona? Let's do individual and then get it together. So how would you describe yourself?
I'm Fiona from East London.
I love that. Where in East London? Because I'm not a Londoner, so where in East London? Like
East London.
Like Essex?
You don't doubt Essex is not East.
Is that Romford?
Romford.
Liverpool Street? Like, what are you talking about?
East London. When you say East London, those that are from East know themselves.
Okay, fair.
So yeah, I'm from East London.
Yeah.
Who am I? I'm a mum. I'm a wife.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a daughter, a friend, a sister. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm all of the above.
Love it. Love it. Okay. So let's talk about what you studied then. What did you study and what made you want to study that?
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
So, I've always loved health.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, always loved health. I think my nurturing and caring spirit has always wondered why people have different health outcomes to others. And do you know what? I always say that my mum did a very good thing when we were kids. She took us to Ghana when we were young. So at the age of, I think, I went to Ghana the first time when I was 10. And just going to another country, seeing how people in another country are, it was different there. access to healthcare, what goes on there, little nuances that we don't have here, and little nuances that they have there that we have here that they don't have over there. So there's so many variations, and it was just like, okay, why do, for example, they have this disease or this thing and it's so prevalent over here, but we don't necessarily hear of it, or whether it's here in this country. So, for example, when I went to Ghana, one of the first things was, make sure you've got your malaria tablets. Make sure you've got your... Oh yeah, by the way, I'm from Ghana. So make sure you've got your malaria tablets. I was like, what's malaria? Like, it comes from a mosquito. What's a mosquito? Like, I was so shocked. So when I went out there and we're being forced to ingest all of these malaria tablets, like, it was like one of those ones where it's like a Monday to Friday.
Yeah, that one.
So actually Monday to Sunday, sorry. So it was just different. So I think from that just kind of sparked my curiosity around health, and just, okay, well, if there's something I could do to contribute to people's health and well-being, I want to be a part of that.
Love that.
And that since a kid, since that first trip to Ghana, that's literally
just
been my thing, my MO going forward. So funny enough, that actually led me to then doing a bachelor's in I started in biomedical science. When I got to my third year, they said that the biomed, in order for me to progress, I would have to... No, not in order for me to progress, but there was a module, the pathology module that I wanted to take. So in order for me to progress with pathology, I would have to change to medical science.
Okay.
So I was just like,
bit interesting.
Why? I want the accreditation of biomed.
Yeah.
So why? But that's what it was. I think it was pathophysiology and then pathology. And that's how my uni offered it anyways. So did my, changed in my third year to medical science, got my degree, worked in a lab. Like, again.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Girl, I can take blood and everything.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, way.
Right. So it's like a whole thing of, I can take people's blood. I can test it. I can do your hemoglobin, your biochemistry, you know that stuff. I can really, So like, I was a lab manager. I don't want to say the company, but I was a lab manager for a well-known global healthcare company.
Wow, amazing.
And then I just said, you know what, I feel like I want a bit more. I think how I envisioned using my degree and how I envisioned helping people, I'm not necessarily there. Yes, I'm helping people to some capacity, but I'm not there. Then I started reading about different masters, and I was just drawn to global health or public health.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't decide. So of course, took it into prayer. And God being so good, public health just kept, even though they're almost the same thing, public health was just a bit more everywhere I went, I could see something public health. And I was like,
that's a sign.
So is this a sign?
Go take it with this.
Maybe let me go into public health.
Amazing.
So started my master's in public health, came out, and one of my first jobs was with a government organisation. And from there, had a public health career.
Love that.
Yeah, so... the public health, I think public health in general has been a good thing in my life, let me say, because I get to help people and I've been able to contribute to so much going on, whether it's national policy or on the front line or directly with our population. So it's nice. I've been able to kind of get my feet wet in so many different areas within public health across a number of different projects. So it's been cool.
Yeah.
It's been a good ride so far.
I love that. I love that story of yours, because I didn't know you even worked in lab. I never knew that.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, how long were you in the lab for?
I think just over a year. This is like almost 10, 11 years ago. So yeah, maybe just over a year.
Wow.
I love
You loved it.
Oh, I love that job.
Oh, I love that for you.
The pay was very minuscule, but
it always is, unfortunately, and they do a lot of like grafting and they just want pay as well.
They do, but I loved that job. That was like my baby.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that.
That lab was my baby. So you couldn't come in or out.
You.
And I literally made that lab my home. I had plug-in air fresheners. Anyone that worked with me will know.
They knew.
As you come in, it's ice cold because I really loved it ice cold. I had my plug-in air fresheners. It smelled amazing.
Wow.
You drop off your blood samples. I analyze it, give you back your results.
I love that. I love that for you. Was that your first ever job coming out of university?
In terms of something that aligned with my degree,
yes.
Yeah,
okay,
something that
cool.
aligned with my degree, but no.
Okay, fair.
I keep a job.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I keep a job. It used to be all retail.
Yes, I used to
keep a job.
work in Greg's and I got sacked actually.
Oh no!
Yeah, we had a secret customer and I didn't look at him. I was just like, "What do you want?" Okay. And I was like, "Oh,
how do you get fired from Greg's?"
I know it's not even on my CV because I'm just like I'm a bit embarrassed. Like,
yeah, if you got
they
fired,
literally
you can't
sacked me.
Yeah, I don't think you can put it on your CV if you got fired, girl.
Yeah, so it was very interesting, but yeah, no, but I like to keep a job as well, especially at uni. I used to work.
Oh yeah,
I used to work a bit as a student ambassador at a pharmacy. Used to be a volunteer. Used to do a lot of volunteer work as well. I volunteered as a HIV tester in Leicester for a little bit. Yeah, it was a rapid HIV tester.
Oh,
so people
you were administering the test.
So yeah, so basically it's just a blood prick.
Okay.
And you put it into a little
strip,
and then it tells you it's not 100%. If it was positive, then you'd advise them to go to the hospital and get a proper test. But that's what I did in Leicester whilst I was in my maybe second or first year. I don't remember, but I did it for a short amount of time, not too long.
Okay.
But
what did you study?
Pharmacy.
Oh.
Yes, yeah. So
I knew that about you, but what led you into going to pharmacy?
Well, you know what? My mom and my dad, if I'm being honest with you, I have very Nigerian parents. You know, I went to be a fashion designer.
The arts girl in an African household.
Exactly. Did I know that? Did I know? And they're like, do pharmacy, do medicine.
Yeah, they'll push you into one kind of biology.
I literally, I think half of me wanted to do it because I do care about health. But if I had my own way, it would have been a different story. But God, works in mysterious ways, I guess. So yeah, I ended up doing a year of biomed first. My grades weren't good enough
you did
to get
biomed
I did biomed first at
Oh.
DMU, and that was okay. That was nice. And I thought, you know what?
Went DMU.
Oh, I love DMU. DMU is great, but everyone,
but she has no complaints.
It treated me well.
Yeah, when I hear people talk about it, girl, if you knew I went.
Where did you go? That's hilarious.
Not those that know.
No.
The Luton Mandem. No.
Okay.
Yeah, beds.
No, DMU treated me very well. They gave me a lot of opportunities that contributed to my love for health and wanting to help people. So I did biomed for a year, and in that biomed course, they said, okay, if you pass a certain grade, you can go into pharmacy. I passed, thankfully, so I went into pharmacy first year. Don't regret it because my closest friends today are on that course. Like that course literally changed, made me more confident about who I am, made me more determined. So don't regret it at all, obviously, because I'm here. So pharmacy was great, but in my third year, I was like, I don't think I can be a pharmacist forever.
Oh no.
Because we did a few placements and I was like, this ain't it. Like you, I felt like I want to help people, but this isn't giving what I thought it would give.
Yeah.
There were aspects that I loved about it. Like I loved, when you work in a community pharmacy like your Boots and you get to talk to patients and you get to advise, and I love that portion of it. But that's not the bulk of the job. The bulk of it is, do some tasks behind the scenes, which are very important, of course, but it's not always, you haven't always got time to talk to patients. You're busy, you know what I'm saying, doing other stuff. So I knew in third year, all right, this job is not for me forever. Maybe 10 years max, and I'll switch. I'll try to get to a certain level. Pandemic came.
Oof.
And I had a lot of time to think. I had a lot of time to think. Like that,
not thinking time.
Honestly, in the pandemic, right? Key workers, like NHS workers, we were still going to work. Everyone was working from home. So nothing changed for us. It's just that our weekends were not weekending. You know what I mean? So I had a lot of time to think. And I was seeing a lot of death, obviously, because of COVID. And I was just thinking, okay. But I was like, okay, Lamide, you're working, you're making your money, you're doing well, but are you really fulfilled? Are you actually fulfilled with your life? Like, you've had this vision of having some sort of health initiative for a very long time. That's my friends. I'll say, yeah, they'll really know about it. But I just didn't have the steps to do. And I was like, being a pharmacist is great, but it's not taking me to where I see this beautiful vision of helping people and changing lives. And because I'm changing lives in a smaller setting, but I want to make it a broad, massive scale. Like, there's so much I can do, so many ideas. So I went through a whole phase of like asking people, do you like your job? What does a job mean to you? Is it just to pay the bills? Do you actually love your job? When you wake up, are you like, yes, let's get it? Or are you like, oh, whatever? And at one point I was like, you know what? I don't like it like that. I do it, but I just live for the weekend. You know, you're living for that Friday. Come on. But in the pandemic, the Friday doesn't matter Friday. Because you're at home. Gosh. What are you doing? So did some research, spoke to a few of my good friends, and they, you know, told me about the industry that I'm working in now, which I do love.
Yeah.
It's got good work-life balance. That's not only the main thing, but it does give me time to do other things, and I get to be creative in the industry that I work with, a little bit more creative. So
you are.
So I really do enjoy it. But I think when it comes to this podcast and this project, it's just like, I really love helping people. Like you said, when you went to Ghana, you saw, it's crazy. I had many experiences at university when I went to the Gambia, went to the States, went to Vietnam, went to Nigeria a few times, and Nigerian obviously. And I saw the differences, and I was like, oh my God, this is kind of like shocking. Like, why are we just not on the same level? Why are people experiencing this and we're not experiencing this? You know, things that have been eradicated here are still going on here, and people are suffering. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. And it's, when you deep it, it's like, oh, I'm so fortunate and lucky, but I want everyone to feel this way or be this way or have the right tools to do so. So I've done a lot of volunteering work, like I said. So that kind of, you know, helped me fulfill, like, you know, satisfy like the craving to help people.
Yeah.
But, you know, when we spoke, you know, we had dinner, I was like, we want to do more. Like, we want to just...
I feel like that was just such a God-aligned,
like, and it was crazy. Like, I texted you, I was like...
That's so weird. So, for the listeners, essentially, we both had an idea to start a project like this. So, start a podcast that was about health, that was raising awareness of key topics within the Black community, within the UK community in general.
Everywhere.
Just people like ourselves not understanding some of the different health topics that happen, and just for us to create that kind of awareness and give them that knowledge, empower them to make informed choices about their health and well-being. So me and Lamide had a lovely, I think, what did we go to?
The London, let me get it right.
Black Health Inequalities Summit.
Yes, that was it. It was the very first one.
Yeah, I think Health Equity London, I'm on their mailing list. So I think I had seen an email about this. I got really excited and I put it into one of our group chats at work.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, does anyone want to go? No one really said anything, but I guess everyone's really busy. So I think they kind of just thought, oh, this is lovely, you know, cute. I think some people acknowledged it, but I guess it didn't align with their schedules. Then Lamide said she'll go with me. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, all right, I've seen her around the office. She seems like a cool girl, like an amazing babe. Okay, cool, no problem. So then we actually planned, we went, and I feel like that was such an eye-opening event. I haven't been to something so empowering and so inspiring like that in a very long time. I came out like, okay, right. How are we making the impact? How are we making these changes? What can we do? Literally. What can I as an individual, I as Fiona, do to now help these people? So I loved that event. And then after the event, I kind of just went there on my lonesome. I didn't really know anybody but Lamide. I've recognised a few faces that were on the panel because I had either worked or contributed to a piece of work that they had done before. So I kind of knew a few of the faces. I didn't know anybody else. Lamide knew everybody.
Oh, please, don't say that.
When I say everybody, I mean everybody.
Don't say that.
You go here. Oh, hi, Lamide. You go here. Hi, Lamide. I was like, sorry, Beyonce.
Beyonce.
I was like, wait, hold on. Lamide knew everyone.
Please.
To the point that some of your friends invited us for dinner.
Yes.
Imagine, I don't know these people anywhere. They knew Lamide, and bless their hearts, they were like, okay, do you want to go for dinner? So at the end of the event, a few of us went for dinner. And during that dinner, I decided to tell one of our colleagues about my idea. So my idea had been for the longest to start a podcast. I laugh because I bought the microphone.
Yes, you showed me. It's still there. But we got a microphone in front of us now.
Yeah,
literally, it's right here.
So earlier in this year, I said, you know what? I'm going to start it just go, like, throw caution to the wind. I'm going to start it. So I bought a microphone. I said, okay, I'm ready.
Yes.
I bought, the muffler thing.
Oh, yes, of course.
I said, yeah. I even bought the little clip-on.
Love it.
I bought accessories.
Oh, I love it.
So now, week 1, the box is by my side, by my desk. Week 2, the box is by my side. By the time we came to speak about it, I'm sure that was month 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So in speaking to Lamade and our other colleague, I just kind of shared the idea. The Lamade just literally popped up like, oh my gosh, I've been trying to do the same thing. I was like, no way.
Literally.
I was like, all right, boom, let's do it.
And I was like...
And you know when like you say something and you're like, hold on, wait, was she even asking to join this? Did I just put her on the spot in front of people? I was like, oh my God, I hope I didn't embarrass her.
No.
But in that moment, I was just like, Lamade, if the 2 heads are better than one, let's do it.
If you know.
So then I was like, is she serious? Is she not?
I'm
is
so
she...
serious.
So I just thought, okay, maybe she's just saying it, maybe small lip service,
Please.
Okay, all right, cool. And then you were like, you sent me that like lovely message, just like, okay, thank you, let's do this. And I was just like, oh, she's serious.
I'm serious.
And me, I'm a person that if I have to do something with people, I now feel like, hey,
I'm saying, okay,
somebody else
watching me. I'm accountable.
Watching me. Exactly.
And
like I have to be accountable for my own actions now, because the microphone that was just by the side, you saw me open it. To now, it's still by the side.
I have one here right now, so it's still just. You know what I'm saying? It's here. Yeah. Please.
So. It was just nice that it was like, okay, you wanted to get on board.
Yes.
And this is something that we've both been trying to do. Yeah. And I realized in our prayer session, we've both been saying that we're trying to come out of our comfort zone. Or our blue energy needs to kind of go into like yellow.
Yes, come on.
So it was just nice to have someone like-minded, someone that understands, someone that knows everyone.
Please, oh my, I do not know. I like...
Someone that you know everybody. Please. Someone that just knows everyone, and someone that actually has the skills to be able to do this with. Because yeah, of course, I could have done it with anyone, but then they don't have the skills, the expertise, the knowledge that you have. So again, very happy that we're taking this
vice
journey
versa.
together.
I'm like, I've got public health. I'm like, please, I'm talking to an expert right now. You're asking an expert. That is so crazy because literally, you were literally an answered prayer, like for real.
Yeah.
Like when I had the last talk, I think it was Professor Bola, she spoke, and I was like, God, I'm so in love with like what she's doing. I'm so grateful we have Black women that are really trailblazing and making massive moves.
That's it.
And then God was like, yeah, but you have your idea. And I was like, I have it, but I'm scared. I can't do it by myself. I was almost in tears, like, just help me. Just give me,
align me with that person.
Just give me something. And I said, God, like, I want to do it. I'm driven, but just give me, I just need help. Like, it's been in my mind for years. Ask my friends, they know. It's in the group chat years. Like, they were like, yeah, and they've not said anything. They don't have to, but it's just that they know that it's a passion of mine. Everyone knows that it's a passion. Health inequalities, health awareness is a big thing for me. And just making, people of color feel comfortable in their skin and being aware. So I told God, please just give me something. Just give me. So when you mentioned, I was like, so this is it. I was like, oh my God. I was like, yes, like, let's do this. Let's do this for, like, yes, let's do this. Like, what is stopping us? We're both educated Black women. We're both passionate. We've got these ideas. I mean, when we came together, it was just like, all these ideas were coming out. We're ready to do this. Do you know what I mean?
I love that. I love the way that we literally went from, okay, even from that first conversation, the amount of ideas that came out, we already knew this is the way to do it. Yeah. This is how we want to plan it out. And most of our ideas aligned. Literally. And I was just like, Lord, thank you.
This is perfect. I was like, God, just give us the right things to say, the right words to say. Yeah. And then your comment about being stretched out this year. I told God for this year to be good, I need to be uncomfortable. Yeah. Like I'm working, got your money, whatever. So no, I need to be stretched out. That's it. I've got things, let me be uncomfortable because that's where growth comes out of.
It's true.
And, being uncomfortable, good things comes out of it. And I'm just looking forward to what comes out of this podcast with you. Yeah.
Oh, so no, I'm really excited about this because it's just what the impact that we could hopefully make. I think that's the almost like the beneficial thing that we could get out of this. Just to know that, okay, even if one person's listened to our podcast and they might change their way of life or something that could contribute positively to their health and well-being,
Literally,
we've done our job.
that is literally
We've done
it.
our job. Just one,
just
one,
one person,
just one, guys,
saying that, you know, I've done this, I've done that. Oh yes, that's
Can you
it.
imagine?
That's it. You know what I mean? Long, healthy life. Just that's all I want.
That would feel great.
That's what
really
pours
great.
into us. You know what I mean? That feeling. So yeah, no, I'm very excited.
So, our next section is what is good health? So, according to the World Health Organization, WHO, they have described health or good health as the complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. What do you think of that definition?
I totally agree with you. The second half is not just the absence of disease. Like you can be fine, but are you actually like healthy in your mental state? Like, can you talk to people? Even the social well-being, I really, really feel like people don't recognize that having a community contributes to your health. It's been said that people that have like a community are usually a lot happier than if you're being like by yourself. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's important to recognize physical, mental, social, like it's all feeds into the health. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just like, oh, you look good, you feel good. No, it's like, can you speak to someone if something's wrong with you? Have you got friends? Have you got a family? Have you got like a dependent?
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? That sort of stuff.
That's very true.
So yeah. But no, I think it's succinct.
I think this is a great definition for health. I would say, and this is just me, two other things that I believe that these two other factors contribute to good health.
Yes.
If you are religious, your spiritual health and also your financial health.
Oh, yes, for sure.
So those two, because of course it's great, the physical, the mental, the social, but then if, for example, your financial is not so great, you're more than likely, not all the time, but you're probably more than likely from a poorer socioeconomic background. If you're from a poorer socioeconomic background, those have greater ties with poorer health outcomes.
Oh, yes.
So I think that that having the financial element of it, of that definition, would, I think, make more sense. But of course, who am I to argue with WHO? I think their definition is perfect, to be honest. Because again, social can fit into that.
It can fit into those two,
economic. So
yeah, exactly.
That's absolutely fine. But
the religious element can fit into social as well. Like
exactly.
That's there.
So definitely like 100% believe in that definition, because I think that is what health is. And like, just to say on your point that it's not just, oh, I don't have this disease, I'm this free or I'm that free. It's no. Just what are you doing to ensure your well-being is also taken care of?
Exactly.
I think that's what a lot of people forget. It's like, it's not just your health in terms of disease, it's also your well-being.
Exactly.
Do the things that make your heart smile. Do the things that give you happiness. Do the things that, you know, get your body moving.
Exactly.
Don't, you know,
exactly.
Because if your well-being is not well, and especially your mental, you're not able to function as great as you want. People forget that a lot of the time. They think that, oh, if I don't have this disease, I'm fine. But if your well-being, if you're not looking after yourself,
exactly,
that's the basis of all things falling. So
exactly,
I think that's a real good definition.
No, for sure, I agree with you. Totally agree with you. So let me ask you.
Yeah,
we've got the definition, but what does health look like to you? Like, when would you say I'm my best version of Fiona, health-wise?
That's a good question. I think when I've had rest. When I've had rest. Again, my days are very busy. I think I have been non-stop busy since for last 10 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, rest.
Yeah, exactly. But you can rest.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't nap.
No, of course.
But I feel like I wake up early. Everyone that knows me, I'm an early bird. Even on holiday, I'm an early bird.
How early is early for you? Don't say 4.
I'm even shy to say.
Don't just say, what is it, please?
For me, a lie-in is if I sleep till 7.
Oh,
7, 8. If I'm,
you don't want to hear my lying. Hey,
like that's a big.
Really?
Oh, if I wake up and I see, let's say 7:30, wow,
really?
That's a lion of lions for me.
I wish I was like you. My line is like 10, 11. I'm just in bed.
Wow.
I'll be up, but I'll go back to bed.
You see, that's what I aspire to get to that level.
I'm like, I'm going back. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I get some food on, let me go back.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, now I'm officially up. But yeah, I mean, I love my bed. Like this.
Me and my bed are besties, but stuff has to get done.
No, when you're busy, you're busy. You have to fit it in.
Stuff has to get done. So but I think it's not even just, I think it's just my own body clock.
Yeah.
I think to be honest, since I was a child, because I remember waking up at 5 a.m. to watch Bananas in Pajamas on ITV. Was it ITV? It must probably be
ITV. It was ITV, yeah.
At like 5 a.m. I think it was 5:10. I remember
they were
that
super
timing.
early, I remember. Yeah.
And I just remember watching Bananas in Pajamas. I'm climbing up the stairs.
I love that show so much.
And I just remember my mum would always be like, I shouldn't wake her during that time, but she showed me how to use the TV and what to
lower the volume.
What volume
loud
number I could get to.
Don't wake mum up. Don't even do it. Don't even do it.
So I think I've always been an early bird. And that's always, So any of my girls will tell you that they could reply to me at like past midnight. They'll probably get a random message at 5 a.m. like, oh yeah, like continuing the conversation because...
Fair. Now I've got a friend like that. I'm always like, why are you awake? She's just an early bird. I'm like, okay.
And then you get a lot done.
You get a lot done. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I went to my gym class this morning. I was up about 5:30 and I got a lot of stuff done. Yeah. And I felt like, okay, I can tackle the day.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to bed very early tonight, but I tackle the day. Do you know what I mean? I've done the day. It's done and it's fine. So yeah.
That's nice.
So no, it was nice. I get it. So you said when you have a rest, that's when you feel like you're best. Yeah. Okay, cool.
I think, when I have rest, when I'm around my loved ones, they're not irritate me. Because
sure, I know.
Families.
I know.
But because I'm someone that likes to laugh.
Yeah.
So I think when I'm around others that can make me laugh, I'm happy.
Yes.
So if I have people with my sense of humor, that kind of sense of banter, I like it. I like being around good vibes. It's not every day someone needs to squeeze their face.
No,
what?
Please.
Just, you can leave that over there. Me, I'm here for good time. God has blessed me with so many things. Let me enjoy it. I don't need someone squeezing their face like cockroach to come and spoil my joy. Please, let's all just have fun.
I totally
enjoy
agree with
ourselves. Yeah.
Life is so short for this.
You understand? So definitely when I have rest, when I'm around my loved ones, when I'm laughing, of course when I'm eating.
Of course, food is necessary. Like, we must eat now. Like, come on. It's part of life. Of course. Good food. Trust me, I know.
So there are little things like that. But to me, they contribute to my wider health and well-being.
Yes.
So it's not just... because I could say, and I like to gym, and don't get me wrong, I like going to the gym.
Yeah.
I haven't been over a year.
Don't worry, I'll tell you my story. It's been long.
When you said you were gymming, I was very inspired.
Please, I just started it. I just started. It's actually gym classes, so it's a group training session. Yeah. But I need to be around a community where we're working out together.
So, you don't work out? So how does it work?
So basically, they have classes throughout the week. And it's about a group of 15 girls. It's only women only. We go together. We train in the morning, train in the evening sometimes. We run on a Saturday morning. There we go.
That's really good.
I need that. I tried going to the gym by myself. It don't work. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put it down. It's too heavy. I'm uncomfortable. I'm going home. I'm done. That class, we were all together in it. We've got the same,
You're motivated.
We're all motivated, and it's a community. So that kind of feeds to my well-being because I'm around people and it's cool.
That's good.
But as you were saying.
Yeah, no, that's literally it. So there's so many different things that I know that is good for my health, but for my well-being, is it? So I think there's it's just a thin line between the two, and sometimes they can intersect with each other. That's fine, but I definitely feel for me, mine, do they intertwine? I think so, because when I'm happy with other things, I can then be the best Fiona I can be.
Yes.
You understand? Yes. So if I've had my rest, if I don't feel stressed out, if I've had, I've got my husband to help me with something, or, or I've got childcare or something, all of these little things help help relieve that stress and that tension in my mind and help me with my well-being. So I think that inadvertently then helps me with my health.
Yes, for sure.
So I think that's a good thing. So what about you?
I'd probably say the same. I think, especially when I'm around my friends, my family, it's a good time. I love a good time.
That's it.
Like, I love to laugh.
Nigerian.
I love a good time. Let's make you laugh. Let's cackle here.
That's it.
Let me take some good pictures. I have a Polaroid. I'm obsessed with my Polaroid. I love taking pictures. I have at least, I'm going to get a third one. I have 2. So I just love taking pictures. I just love memories.
Glamour Day, like this is actually really. I feel like God really like brought Glamour Day. Let me show you
love
my phone
Polaroid.
now. I'm not even Polaroid. I am that girl. I'm that picture girl. I'm the let's hold on to this memory. Let's take a selfie. I'm that girl. Let me show you. Oh, maybe because I've changed my phone, you won't see it. But I've changed my phone recently, so you won't see it. But okay, this is just. Oh, but that wouldn't make sense. I was gonna say this is just my WhatsApp number, but. Before I changed the phone, there was like 20,000 pictures.
Wow.
And I'm one of those people, I pay for the monthly Google. Yeah.
It's only $1.99. It's not that expensive. So.
$1.99.
Isn't it $1.99? It's $1.99 for me.
Oh, mine has.
You're above. Mine's. I'm on the $1.99 one. Yeah.
No, mine upgraded from that one. And then
I'm not there
another
yet.
upgrade from that one. I love a picture. I love capturing the moment. Yes. I love just savoring it or sometimes sending it back to people like, look at you.
Look at the memory. This is you 2 weeks ago. You remember? Literally.
That was literally me. I think a couple of months ago now, we had my sister-in-law unfortunately had been drinking Christmas, so everyone's drinking. And she was literally she was really happy in herself.
I love that.
In every way. And the video just came up, you know, when Google showed you like, 2 years ago.
Yes.
And I was just like, this is a good time. So I sent it to her. She was cracking up. She was just like, oh my gosh, I had like a crappy day. This has really made put a smile on my face. And I was like, this is it.
Honestly, I love it. Like everyone knows my Polaroid is huge. It's probably
you go on the big one.
It's a big one. Everyone's always like, and I'm like, leave me alone. Let me just take there we go. Put it down. I love being around family, friends. I love community. I've decided I feel like I thought I was an introvert, but people say I'm not. Maybe I'm
You're
not.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I thought I was. I think because I was an only child, I thought, no, but I actually love being around people. Maybe to recharge, I've got people myself, but I do love about being around people. So having a community, I think when I'm really good on my health, like when I'm drinking my water, taking my vitamins, I usually am better because I do suffer with painful periods.
Ooh.
So I used to get really bad hormonal acne. So I've been doing a lot of work to prevent that. And it's been going really well. When I'm on my A game with that, I feel better. And when I'm working out, for me, I feel better. I don't feel sluggish.
Good.
Because I think I've got a lot of sensitivities. Like I don't drink milk anymore because that causes problems for me. So when I'm on my A game with that sort of stuff, I feel happy and I've got a good social life and my work is going well. Then I feel really good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when I feel at my best. That's when you get the best version of me and rest as well. Like if I'm tired, cranky me is not. Please don't even come. You're not gonna like me.
Yeah.
I need my sleep. I can manage, but I need my sleep. That's like the best version of me.
That's good because I think everyone underestimates the importance of sleep and rest. Everyone just thinks. I think especially now that we're in this, go get a season.
Get it. Come on.
Oh, I'm a hustler.
Side hustle.
Oh, hustler of the year. Okay, but God forbid if you drop down, that hustling will mean nothing.
What does it mean? Nothing.
It will literally mean nothing. Exactly. So rest. You know, the money will always be there.
The money will always come.
That's what people forget. Money will always come. Rest. Take care of yourself.
Exactly.
Look after yourself. Because you have loved ones that are looking after you. Exactly. Like looking, what's the term?
That you know,
that you have loved ones that want to make sure that you live long.
Exactly.
So you can be around them.
Exactly.
You know, you have things that you might want to accomplish later on in life. Some people haven't even accomplished any of their goals. Exactly. You might have goals later on in life.
Literally.
Just take care of yourself.
Rest.
And I always say people, I know this is rich coming from me, but people need to have small grace for themselves. Okay, so you couldn't do this one thing. Okay, and so what? Don't be so hard on yourself.
Exactly.
Because I think that hardness on ourselves as well, that just creates a whole bunch of other things. Imposter syndrome, stress, anxiety, depression. You might compare yourself to someone that you think is even doing better than you. Meanwhile, the person...
Trust me, I've had so many. I'm like, just focus on yourself. I'm just focus on you.
Yourself.
Don't be looking left, right. Focus on yourself because you think people are doing great, and some of them are, but sometimes they're not. And you're putting this pressure on yourself, and it's not really worth it. Just focus on yourself and enjoy your small wins.
Yeah,
because it's still a win. Do you know what I mean? So no, I totally agree with you about the sleep. I feel like there's actually a book I need to read about sleep.
What's it called?
I don't remember. A colleague brought it up, but I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. But apparently, sleep. Hey, it told you that when you read it, she goes, "You want to go to bed at 8 o'clock. Like you want to go to bed and sleep a long time." So yeah.
Sorry. As while we're on the topic of sleep, do you know what actually helped me sleep? So I have a Samsung watch. I'm an Android babe. So Samsung have this like the sleep training. And it will teach you. It was so quite fun. They were like, okay, you have to sleep 3 more nights before you can get your assessment feedback. So like, you're really like, okay, let me go to sleep at 10.
Yes. And did you go to bed at 10?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, fair.
I really wanted the animal. I can't remember what animal it told me I was.
Yeah.
But then it would kind of show me, okay, no, you should be sleeping based on your activities through the day. You should be sleeping between this time and this time. I think it's got it down as like 10 or 11 to 7 a.m.
That's decent time.
Yeah, and I'm like, 7 a.m. for me again. That's exactly. That's a big luxury.
Getting your hours in.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, that's it's nice just to train your sleep and things like that. Another thing that I recommend, I swear by it. A lot of people, I feel like, especially in our community, don't necessarily do it. A therapist.
Of course, please.
A therapist is damn near necessary.
I agree.
Very necessary. I think having that person to advise you on like what the thoughts in your mind.
Yes.
Because sometimes you may not feel comfortable talking about these things. Whether even sometimes you might have your best friend probably doesn't even know some of the things you're going through. Your parents, your family members, the closest to you may not know what you're going through. Having that person, that unbiased person who necessarily isn't connected with your life.
Yeah.
Being able to hear your thoughts out loud, for you to even be able to release those.
Yes.
I think that's very important.
No, I totally agree.
Very important. I think that definitely contributes to your health and well-being.
Oh, yes. 100%. For sure.
Yeah.
No, I have a therapist. He's great. He's a really nice guy. It's just conversational. Sometimes it's just me just ranting and him just saying, yep, that's okay. I'm like, oh. No, and just makes me feel.
That's great.
Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's more back and forth, and he might ask me to dig deeper, and I might be like, oh, but then it just gives me some answers that I needed to know, and it changes my perspective. Do you know what I'm saying? It gives me more confidence. But okay, you are thinking the right thing, or maybe work on this, or you are, or maybe this is why you're like this. It just puts things in perspective.
It does,
and I do honestly. I make sure. Not that I share it, but if someone asks, I will say yes. Yeah, I'm not ashamed of it. Is what it is.
For what?
There we go. So.
I literally believe everyone should do some form of therapy.
Yes.
I literally, no matter who you are, I think everyone has gone through a form of, and I don't want to necessarily use this word, but I think it's the word that is more fitting to the situation. Everyone's kind of gone through just a form, even if it's a tinge of trauma.
Of course, sure.
Whether it's, these kids didn't want to play with me back in the day in the playground, or a death, or just something. Everyone's gone through something that their brain probably at the time it happened wasn't too mature enough to understand why that's happening, or they just will never understand it.
Exactly. I totally agree with you.
You need to get those feelings out.
I agree.
You need to understand different techniques that can help you.
Sure.
So sorry, going back to sleep, the reason why I even brought up having a therapist was my therapist also suggested things for sleeping, because there was a time when I was very stressed, wasn't sleeping. So this is before I did all the sleep training and all these wonderful things. And me as well, I wake up early. So my body clock's going to wake me up at 5, 6, regardless. But imagine you're then not sleeping.
So you're getting barely anything.
Barely. And then she was just like, okay, have you tried hypnotherapy? And I was like, hypnotherapy for sleep?
Please, sis.
This one, I beg, people are gonna start thinking I'm doing witchcraft or something.
Honestly,
what's this? Like, let me pray and go to sleep.
Right?
What's this?
My Bible under my pillow.
That's it.
For the best.
That's it. You slide the Bible, you just make sure you can feel it underneath. You even have the Bible app ready. Like, so I'm just like, what's hypnotherapy? And I said, you know what? Don't knock it. Let me try it.
Yeah.
I tried it, and I'll be honest, I don't know how I felt about it.
Yeah, of course. It's a new experience.
It's a very new experience.
It's a new experience.
But I do feel like there was one that I recently did.
Yeah.
And it was about just self-confidence. And I don't know whether it's my own prayers to God or this thing that I'm listening to subconsciously. But I feel like this past, and I only did it for like a couple of days, but I did it maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, in these past 2 weeks, you
can't tell me nothing.
Can't touch
me.
You know?
Don't even try it. I love that.
Who?
I love that. I want to give that a try. I want to give that a go.
I'll send it to you.
Please.
I feel like it was really good. My therapist gave it to me, and I feel like Yeah, you might have
Might be onto something. Might be onto something.
Because it was a real good tool, and hypnotherapy is not something I would ever have thought about.
Insane. I see it all the time, and like, you know, when it's options for stuff, but I've never thought to even like dibble or dabble at all.
No, me neither.
That's
until
crazy.
my therapist suggested it. To be honest, she did suggest some other things, and I was like,
you know, each their own. You know.
Yeah, I might not be trying that one.
Yeah, that's okay.
At least it was like, all right, you know what?
Yeah,
let me try that.
No, for sure.
It was good.
I love that. We should get hypnotherapist on the list of people to get.
That would be nice, just to understand what they do.
Understand.
Oh my gosh, that would be great.
Exactly, and they can give us a scientific, you know, research
breakdown of
really
how
break
it
it down for us and give us some resources to, you know, share with our audience.
If you are a hypnotherapist, please contact us. We would love to hear from you and love to understand your discipline. That would be really
That would be amazing.
Okay. That's one for the books. But yeah,
I think I love that.
That's health.
That is health. Literally, that's health for us. I feel like other things for health for me is just even like getting your hair done. You know, that's to what again. Everyone knows that a black girl. You know, I'm just saying. I was getting my hair done. Literally nails. I've got my nails. I'm waiting, but that's important to me. Like just seeing my nails done, and you know.
I you got them done.
Because
I feel like you always have them done.
I know one of them fell off. I don't know why. So I said I'm gonna wait, and then because I've got the hen do and stuff, like I'll get it close to the time.
When is the hen do?
Hen do's end of this month.
Okay.
So I thought I'll just give my nails a break. I never give them a break. I don't really care for a break, but let me just give them a break. Yeah. And get them done again.
I think it's worse than when you have an event and then you have to
get
it done. Then you have to read
exactly. And she's got a theme. She's got a pink and orange theme. So I'm like, okay, let me just go with the theme. So.
That's gonna be nice.
Exactly. So I might just do like a pink orange friendship. I'm not sure, but yeah. Okay. So that's why. But get my hair done is very important to me. I didn't want to admit it, but it actually is really important to me. Like having my hair done. Not even like just doing it nicely. And just feeling, it actually really matters to me, that sort of stuff. Makeup as well, my skincare routine, that sort of stuff makes me feel better. And that drives me to be a bit more, thank you. It's been a challenge. I'll show you my before pictures, you will see. So I think everything just fit into the big picture. And I want people to realize that, not just going to the gym, like we said, it's like actually like looking after yourself, your mental space. What does that look like? Are you free to think out loud? Have you got people to lean on? Do you know what I mean? So I'm excited to get some people on here to really discuss. We're going to discuss for different people, and obviously there's diseases as well. I'm looking forward to digging deeper into that. Or so many things we can talk about. And even on my way here, I was like, we need to talk about plastic surgery.
That's a good one.
Because people are getting it more frequent, which is fine, but we need to talk about like, okay, how does that impact their health?
Yeah.
And obviously it's confidence building as it should, but let's talk about that as well. How do they feel afterwards? Like, you know what I mean? What made them, what drove them to make that decision? Yeah. What was the final, like, okay, I'm getting this done, despite all the noise they might hear. So that would be really good to have someone on. Do you know what I mean? Who's had surgery or even a surgeon or something.
That would be really good. It would be nice to hear it from both perspectives, to be honest. It would be really good to hear it from both perspectives because as the person that is receiving it, what it does for them, as the person administering it, what it does for them.
Exactly.
What are the different outcomes in like behavior that they exhibit.
Exactly. That would be really good.
I don't want to do this, but I have to do this. Or is it a go of, I feel, well, it could be, I'm not generalizing, but mostly I feel like I always see the females with the BBL. Is it just a thing of, okay, I didn't like my body, I want to change it, or I'm doing this for confidence boost. Like what is it? Oh, that'd be really cool.
That'd be really good. And even the guys, when it comes to like the hair transplant, a lot of guys are getting it done, but there's a lot of shame. I'm like, for me, don't be ashamed.
No.
If it makes you feel good, go and do it. I've already said, if my man said, let's go together, how you do it, I'll be eating food. Let's go. Like, don't be ashamed. Like, if it makes you feel good and you're doing your research and you're going to someone who's reputable, knock yourself at the park. Don't go to no stranger.
I like the fact you said reputable
because some people are going to
very key.
Very key, please.
People are literally going to back alleys to go and do anything. And I'm just thinking, this man had just pulled out his equipment from a suitcase. Where are the instruments? Like, where are the gloves? Where is the hand washing thing?
Where's
the anesthesia? Where is the aseptic techniques? And what is going on here?
Please, I'm not against it. Do your research. Do it safely so you get the best outcome that you deserve to be your best self. That is literally it.
Yeah.
There we go.
You see a lot of girls going through it and it's like some of them have botched jobs.
So sad.
Not even just girls, sorry. Anybody that's done plastic surgery or done some type of thing. It's like they've got... It's just... Oof.
It can go so bad so quickly. And I've seen pictures on the BBC where some girl's nipple was infected, it dropped off. I'm like, come on.
Can you imagine?
Shame on those people that are doing surgeries that are not even... Shame on them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? but they know what they're doing. They're seeking out vulnerable people, and because it's cheap or it's easy, like, no, just do your research. If you've got to save for 1 extra year, go ahead.
That's it.
Let it be safe. Let it be beautiful, so you can enjoy your body nice and well.
That's
We want to see you. I enjoy looking at. Please let me. This is beautiful. I don't mind. You know what I mean? Like, just do it well so it's safe, and there's no health issues, because those are issues.
And imagine trying to now reverse a botched job or something that's designed to spoil your body.
Literally, exactly. It looks like it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And either you're on lifelong antibiotics or you're on steroids, and
imagine?
Those have their effects too, let's be honest. So, but no, it'd be great to have someone who's had surgery, some surgeons.
That would be good.
It'd be really good to just get their perspective. Do you know what I mean?
I think I'm really excited on this journey.
So
and then the range of different topics that we can touch on.
OMG, with so many.
So many.
I thought about that. So, like, I can that down.
Yeah.
Our little guests we're going to have. I'm really excited, So, yeah.
It'll be good.
It's going to be amazing.
And it'll be nice to just kind of throw in our own opinions on these things, because of course everyone's going to have varying opinions on anything that we discuss, I think. So having that, the different viewpoints, this microphone, having the different viewpoints will be really good.
No, for sure. I agree. I'm really excited.
So, the Health Room. This podcast provides open dialogue of some of the most challenging public health issues faced by different communities, one conversation at a time. Each episode delves into topics that directly impact health and well-being and explores solutions that empower us to thrive in our communities. The Health Room is not just a platform for discussions around health and well-being, but also a catalyst for action through candid conversations with members of the community and allies to raise awareness of issues that matter the most. Every voice on this platform matters, and together we can create a future where all individuals can thrive. So definitely something that we should all thrive to do, especially within our respective communities.
Yes, of course.
For first and foremost, but us being Black women, we definitely want to do this in our community, because growing up with, let me say, parents that were not necessarily born here, so immigrant parents, it's funny and sometimes challenging to see how their perspective on health is. So for example, certain things like, if you're sick, go to a hospital. But there's sometimes that distrust there.
Yes.
When going to go and see your healthcare provider.
Yes.
So some of those things can sometimes trickle down onto me. Like, I could be ill. My first thing isn't, let me call a GP. Sometimes it's, all right, let me just take that medicine.
Let me sort it out myself.
Yeah,
before
I'll sort it out myself.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So it's nice to have these conversations.
I agree.
Change the mindset of the new generation, the current generation, and the new generation to come as it pertains to health and well-being.
No, for sure. For sure. I'm very excited.
I was literally watching a YouTube video, I think it was made about a year ago, about racism in certain healthcare settings. And it wasn't just racism to Black people, it was racism to all nationalities. And there was this, I think she was a Chinese girl that was giving her account of how racism even affects her. And little things like that, because it's not just, racism, to just the Blacks, it's to everyone.
Everybody,
but of course, on this podcast, we do want to address more of the Black stories. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to ignore some of the other stories that are out there. We definitely want to touch on everything, but place emphasis on our community, because I think our community tend to get left out of the conversation a lot. So yeah, sorry, my dear.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely. I'm looking forward to doing that. And just stigmas, men's health. I really want to deep dive into, because I feel like men's health often gets ignored. Like, they're men, they're fine.
Yeah, they're macho.
I'm gonna play COD. No, you're gonna go to the GP and you're gonna ask about your prostate. All right, so that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go and get your prostate checked, please, as recommended.
Yeah, because the man them haven't done it. You too, you won't do. Go and do it.
Go.
You can even influence the man them.
Please,
go and do
a group.
it.
Even do a group booking. I don't
care. You understand? Get tested together. Do it. Don't wait for a girl to be like,
exactly.
I'm going to the clinic, for you to then say,
no.
Go get yourself tested. Go to the GP. If you feel something is off, go to the GP.
Honestly.
As Black people, we need to learn to start doing it. These services are here fine. We may not always get the customer service we want or the outcomes we want, but go and use these services. You have to utilize them because they are the first step to ensuring that you are okay.
Exactly. Please. The gym won't fix everything. That protein shake, no matter how you shake it, it's not going to solve anything. I promise you.
Shake.
Or that creatinine, whatever you want to call it. Go to the doctor. Be aware. Even when it comes to things like your scalp, when you go to a barber, please, I've seen folliculitis, very terrible. Just be aware. You know what I'm talking about? That sort of stuff. So I can't wait to deep into mental health and actually get some men on here that can actually talk to us about what that looks like and why is there like a bit of a gap between seeking health and what we can do as a community to encourage the men in our community to, be a bit more confident. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to really delving deep on topics like that.
It's exciting.
And it's really exciting. We've got so much to talk about. And this list isn't extensive. We've got so much more as well. So more to come. I'm also looking forward to celebrating awareness days as well.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, girl.
So yeah, it's gonna be a movie.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I think we now need to just start planning the kind of content we want to give everyone.
Exactly.
How we want to deliver it, in kind of what format.
Yes.
Let's see what people are feeling, what they're not. We do want it to be interactive. So please, we have social media. Get on our social media platforms, bombard us with questions.
Want to answer them.
With content ideas, what you want to learn more about, what you want to understand.
Yes.
We're more than happy. And my point was we're more than happy to discuss these things in a less formal way, let me say. Because essentially, I think that sometimes with health messages, they get lost in translation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you might not understand some of the very formal words that are being used by healthcare professionals, by professionals in general. So we're here to kind of just give it to you.
Yes.
Two girls, two
literally
young babes.
Young babes.
I'll add myself to the young
please,
cohort.
the young, please. You know how I feel about that.
Girl, I'm young in Jesus'
name.
Young. Tell my back, listen.
Oh, please.
So definitely want to give it to you in a more fresh and revived way that you will understand, that you'll be able to digest, that you'll be able to internalize and help yourself and others around you.
Yes, that's important.
I think that's what we're trying to aim at.
For sure.
What we're trying to do with this podcast.
Yes.
Because I haven't seen anything like that.
Neither have
I haven't. I haven't been able to just listen, hear a podcast, and the podcast is telling me X, Y, and Z.
I'm excited to actually bring a platform to people that's going to be talking about health. Because at the end of the day, we want people to win. We want you to win in every facet of your life. And that includes being healthy, because that adds up to being the best version of yourself. That is literally what we're trying to do with this platform. So yeah.
Stay tuned, guys. So there's lots more coming.
Gen Z, whatever they do this stuff.
Oh!
Audience connecting.
It's all of this.
I don't know what they're doing now. The heart. We used to do this growing up. Now they do like they do some weird stuff.
This one.
No, they do some weird stuff now. It's not this anymore or that. They do some weird thing with their hand. Like, it's so weird.
Stop it.
I swear it's like Gen Z or Gen X, whatever the youngest Gen Z is, whatever they are. It's not this anymore.
Beyond Gen Z.
Whatever
I was reading it the other day. It's like Gen Alpha or something like
them
that.
Ones.
That's like my daughter's cohort. I said,
Anyway, we'll see you.
Let me stick at this millennial.
Please, I like being a millennial. Was fine.
The Gen Zs with this.
Oh, don't get me started. I'm not gonna. I enjoy it. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah. When I see, I'm like,
oh god.
Do your thing.
Literally, I enjoy it. I'm like,
I do. I cannot lie. I do try and partake.
I try to blend in.
Be one of the young ones.
They can always tell. Remember, no, it's
look
so
at this
funny.
Auntie.
They can always tell. It's so funny too.
No, this is going to be an amazing adventure. And by God's grace, we are going to bring the content that people are looking for, be able to help and support them, and have this podcast be almost like a pioneering type of podcast, a trailblazing type of podcast, not just a podcast that we're here to discuss topics that people have discussed at no end. We want to bring something new, fresh,
different,
vibrant,
fresh, exactly,
in a cool way.
Exactly.
But you're getting that information you need.
Exactly.
Operative word.
Literally need. So let's,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I'm excited.
Girl.
Thank you, Lavender. Thank you for doing
this. Thank you. We're able to do this together.